Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for this 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first off we're coming up to the festival drag strip here, so that we can see how fast the Evo can get by the speed trap at the end. So pulling into the staging booths here, we're going to launch this car from about 4,000 RPM. Just drop it there. Shouldn't get any wheel spin at all. Smashing through the first couple of gears, now up into 5th. And we'll hold this up until the speed trap. And we got a speed of 303 kilometers an hour. Alright, so now we'll be taking the Evo into the festival drag strip race so that we can see how fast it is against the AI players, as well as getting a time by the end for the drag strip. So we should be able to out-launch everybody here quite nicely up into 4th and 5th gear, pulling away from the AI completely. Flying down the drag strip there, we won that race super easily. The AI weren't even close, and we got a time of 15.1 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast the Evo is, we'll now take it into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so bringing the 2008 Lancer Evo 10 into the custom upgrade menu here. First off, we're going to come over to the conversions tab, and in here we'll be putting in the 6.2 litre V8, as this is our most powerful option. And we'll be also putting on the twin turbos. This car is already all-wheel drive, and the wide body kit doesn't help us out with traction, so we'll leave that off. So you can come out of the conversions now and into aero and appearance. In here we'll be doing some weight saving by removing the rear wing, as well as adding the charge speed hood. Put that on there. So you can come out of aero and appearance now and into the tyres and rims. In here we're putting on the drag tyre compound, as well as making the front and rear tyres as wide as possible. Then switching out for some lighter weight rims like these ones, save a few kilos. And we'll also be adding spaces to the front and rear wheels to widen the stance of the car. So we can come out of tyres and rims and over to the drivetrain. In here we'll be putting in the race clutch, the race transmission, race driveline, and the race diff. Out of drivetrain and into platform and handling. In here we'll be throwing on the race brakes, then the off-road springs and dampeners, race front and rear anti-roll bars, and the race weight reduction. So now if we come over to the engine, in here we'll be putting in the race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams and valves, race engine block, race pistons and compression, race twin turbos, then the race intercooler. We're not doing the oil and cooling as that adds too much weight, but we are doing the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go for the Evo 10. So you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that we have all of our upgrades applied to the Lancer Evo 10, we can now come over to the tuning menu here. So first I'll show you the metric tune, and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So for your tyre pressures in the front here, we're going to set this to 1.0 bar. The rear is also already at 1.0 bar, so we don't need to change that. Then we've come over to the gearing For the final drive, we're going to set this down to 2.75, just like that. Then if we come over to the alignment, we're going to set our front and rear camber angles here to 0 degrees. Then if we come down to the front cast angle, we're going to set this to 7 degrees. Next, if we come over to the anti-roll bars, we're just going to max these out towards the stiffness. So 65 in the front and then 65 in the rear. Now if we come over to the springs, we're going to set our front springs here down to 44.0, come a little bit down to there. Alright, so next will be the dampening. For your front rebound stiffness here, we're going to set this down to 2.1, come all the way down to there. Then for the rear rebound stiffness, we're going to set this to 6.6. Your front bump stiffness can stay at 2.2, and the rear will bring this up to 5.9. Alright, so next if we come over to the differential tab at the end, we're going to set our front acceleration up to 90. And then the rear acceleration, we're going to bring this up to 95%. And then finally will be the center balance, we're going to bring this up to 69. Just like that. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes for the Evo 10. So you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so as far as differences go for the Imperial tune is you want 15 PSI in both the front and rear tires. Then if we come over to the springs tab here, you want 246.7 in the front and 205.4 in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright everyone, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.